there, everybody. Welcome and welcome back to the Whole Bucket. Today is Selfie Bubbles Day for Dephemerember. And as you can see, I drew the number 2 for my addition to the prompts and my tea and cookies. My cookie today is actually a tart. Lemon tarts from France. Lemon tartlets. I couldn't be more thrilled to pieces because lemon tarts are amazing. I hope that this has, I've never had these, right? So I'm hoping that they have enough lemon flavor. I chose a different one because that one had a cracked crust on it. Oh, little brat, huh? So I've never had these, so I'm going to open this up and put it on my plate. Oh, this one's cracked too. Yeah, whatever. I'll have my little squirrel holding it and with my teapot and a flower there. Now it looks like he's holding my lemon tart. But okay, so what I was trying to say is I love lemon stuff, but I don't like it when they over sugar the lemon. If I want something lemon, I want it to be lemony, right? So we'll see if this turns out to be a lemon win or a wimpy fail lemon. Ooh. The tea today is black honey tea. So I'm excited about that too because black honey tea is delicious, or it should be. And I have a bit of a sore throat and I'm not feeling well and I'm feeling like I'm on the verge of a crash. I hope that's not true, but if I'm out of commission for a few days, don't be shocked. I hope a good night's rest just makes everything wonderful. But I've been struggling all evening to get this going. And I have not, because early in the day I was prepping some stuff and then it was time to get busy filming and I forgot everything I was doing. So today should be interesting is what I'm trying to tell you. Could be a really interesting day in the crafting world. We'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a piece of paper, just a cream colored paper that we're going to need. And I'm going to show you some bits and pieces for our project today. And we're just going to do half of the project because I am doing 2 sets of everything. And I'm just going to do 1 set. And we're going to actually put it in the journal tonight. So you'll see here, I'll pull this in camera. There's a bunch of stuff that I haven't finished on this journal yet. So the cover art is mostly done. I'm deciding I really don't like this plastic covering of the cover. So I'm kind of thinking of some clever stuff to do to change this. I don't know if I like this storage bag on the front. It's icky plastic. It doesn't feel nice. It doesn't look nice. I don't know, but it's good storage, so we'll see. I did put my folder in here, but I haven't finished it, right? No pockets, no nothing, but the prompt list is in there, and it has a Velcro closure. And then this is the stuff that's going to go on page 1. Butterfly and 3 torn things. Look what I did, because I didn't get all the pieces on the front right. So where's Ember? Oh, there's Ember on the back. And the other one is going to end up kind of the same way. This is going to be a decoration on the page. I think I'm going to put a strip down here that will end up being a pocket, and then this will go in the pocket. And then I created the page to be a pocket page. I have no idea what's going to go in the pocket page, but, you know, remains to be seen. This side right here will be the home for our salvaged birdies. Okay, salvaged birds. I keep saying birdies because I just think it's cuter. I guess. Anyway, our salvaged bird belly band will go here with our uncut, with my uncut. You know, I say our because I just feel like the audience is just, and the whole junk journaling community is just like one big thing. We're all in this together. So anyway, enough silliness. The belly band will go here and the uncut trading cards will go there. That means the project for today is going to go on this page right here. And I think that because I'm not doing so great, guys, today, I think we're going to take it and we're going to build this right on the page. I kind of have a fun idea. I don't think I've ever done this before. We're going to see what happens. And that is, oh, that makes sense. Okay, so here is a bunch of leaves I took out for this very project. And the very first section of this book, the first 4 projects that we're doing are representative of autumn in the story that I'm telling about Effie and Ember. So if you remember from the first night, Effie heard crying in the woods and met an injured butterfly and vowed to help the butterfly. Her name was Remy. Vowed to help Remy get better, and did in fact help Remy get better, but also met Ember. Was scared at first of Ember and in awe because previous to this particular day, Effie would watch Ember flying in the sky and just thought how beautiful she was and how magical flying was. I know Effie has wings and can sometimes fly, but not like Ember, right? Anyways, Effie thought Ember was so beautiful and then was a little scared to meet her because she didn't want to be Ember's lunch. But then she met Ember, and Ember was really nice and helped Effie heal Remy. Then I'll tell you a little bit about the next part of the story. The next part of the story was they collected a bunch of bits and bobs and got together for a crafting session and crafted salvaged birds. Scavenged birds? Salvaged birds to decorate Effie's front lawn. We're going to see more of that when this project gets done. Today, Effie is continuing decor. Oh my, that doesn't fit, does it? Oh, bummer. Okay, so today Effie is continuing to work on his yard. I hate putting things sideways in my book. I have to get over these things that I have such problems with. Effie was hanging around his yard, just doing some putzing. And he's decorating for his very favorite holiday, right? And his very favorite holiday is Halloween. And Halloween is coming up soon in their story. And, oh goodness. So, in case you don't know, I'm just going to glue this on paper so that I can turn this into a postcard. Postcard is the number that I drew on my list. So I'm going to be making a postcard for my ephemera piece. And, okay, so I got a little problem over here. I got all kinds of things mixed up that don't belong mixed up. Leave it to me, huh? So here's a whole bunch of decorations. Look at this. Effie wants to decorate his house for Halloween. What a good idea. So let's go ahead and start putting some things down. Actually, let's start, let's also start adding some color to the edges. You know what? I have a problem with white edges to begin with, but white cut edges on Halloween thingies, the worstest of all. That's the worstest of all, I swear. Yes, I know that I'm completely goofy. I think all of us artists think, I mean, I've heard many others say that they think they're goofy too. I think we all think we're a little goofy. And maybe we are. Maybe that's what makes us artists, right? The goofy things that we do. In any case, I'm going to edge all these little pieces because it's what I do. And then we're going to decorate the front of Effie's house. I mean, he decorated out in the yard with those salvaged birdies. And now he wants to pull up to the front of the house and add some Halloween cheer. Halloween spookiness that he finds cheerful to the outside of the house. There's a little tiny pumpkin and candle. He's got a little witch doll. He's got a little witch doll to set out on his front porch. He's got a boo ghosty kind of thing. He's got some little baubles to hang up. All right. That looks good enough. So Effie's going about his business, hanging his stuff up, right? First things first, you got to get his door all spiffied for the holiday. So he got a big door hanging with a fabulous skull in the middle and a bunch of dark leaves surrounding it. Ooh. He's got some pumpkins. This one with a candle. But then he carved one too. So he's got a spooky face over on the side that he'll light up later and it will glow too, just like the candles are glowing. And he's got a big boo plaque to hang up. Okay, and boo is just gonna go right on the wall behind this little chest of drawers here. His Halloween doll, Halloween witch doll, is gonna go right here. And then he's got a couple of baubles to hang up. So he's going to replace some of those, not all, but some of his other more, you know, spring, summer season flowers. Oh, sorry. I think I did that in yesterday's video too. Maybe I shouldn't hang my ruler there. All right, where should this one go? I think this little bauble should go, I don't know, I think I'm going to put it with the other bauble. Although I don't have a hanger on either one of these. I think I should change that. So I'll have to get some string or some chain or something to put up there. Ow. Okay. There we go. And then we have this little pumpkin with candles, and I think we'll put that maybe over here on the table. Should we do that? How's that look? Oh, I like it. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know if that's enough Halloween stuff. Effie's going to think about it. But what happened at this point? This is how far Effie got, right? And what happened at this point was Effie's new bestest friend, Ember, flew in and was carrying a camera and said, Effie, said, Effie, this is the coolest thing. If you push the button, pictures pop out. And Effie was amazed and said, okay, let's give it a try. So they tried to pose together to get some pictures. And first of all, in the first picture, I should say, Ember pushed the button on the camera. And what happened was, in order to get them both in the picture, she had to turn it, she had to make it so that Effie would get in the picture. And when they did that, they were standing too close. And because Ember is so much bigger, they ended up with a picture of Effie. I just told my own story wrong. Okay, I was wrong. That wasn't the first picture they did. The first picture they showed was this one here. This is what happened with the first picture. Okay, so this is the one where this is the picture where Ember pushed the button with her beak. And what happened was it got a great big picture of her face and just a smidge of picture of Effie's head. Just a smidge of Effie's hair. So we'll put that in there. Let's do this. Whoops. I'm going to glue that in place, and then we're going to cut off the extra. Okay. Whoops. It's a little lopsideder than I wanted. Let's put that up where it belongs. And then we'll cut off that extra bit. So all they got in that picture when when Ember pushed the button with her beak was a funny looking version of Ember's head and the top of Effie's head. Okay, that didn't work. But that's the picture. And the one I was showing before is actually their second picture. Their second picture, Effie said, okay, let's point the picture, or point the camera down by where I am, and we'll stand a little bit further away, and I'll hit it with a stick so you don't have to get so close, and then maybe that'll work. Maybe that's how we get us both in the picture. So they gave that a try, and you can see what happened. They got another picture, all right, but they got a little, a whole Effie, and because Effie is so tiny compared to Ember, all they got was of Ember was her feet. And where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Effie needs a stick. Effie needs a stick to push the button on the camera with. And we're going to go ahead and put this in place. This is Effie's stick. And he's pushing the button, and this is what popped out of the camera. Is the two of them, but you know, another problem. So they decided to stop taking pictures for a minute and think about it. And during that time, Ember said, so what the heck is this? What are you up to over here? Like, what are you doing? Your house looks different. What is all this stuff? And Effie explained that Halloween is his favorite holiday, and he is decorating for the holiday, and then he's going to go out dressed as a witch and go trick-or-treating in the forest. And Ember thinks that sounds amazing. She has watched Halloween, of course, but she's never participated. And she has certainly never gone trick-or-treating. Although she has been tempted to maybe take a few goodies that get dropped home with her. Because, you know, shiny things. But she thinks, oh my gosh, that's so fun. Can I come with you? And Effie says, what? Of course. I mean, I can't even think why we didn't plan it together already. This is ridiculous. So they're talking about Halloween and dressing up, and Effie says, yeah, I have a costume already. And Ember gets a little upset. She doesn't have a costume. So they're talking about a whole bunch of different ideas and what's Halloween all about, and what is Effie gonna go as for Halloween, and all kinds of stuff to try to drum up some ideas for Ember. And okay, so then they make some plans, right? They're making their plans, and Effie says, okay, well, I'll show you what I'm doing. This is all I'm doing. Nothing fancy, nothing special, but I want to be a witch for Halloween. So this is my costume. I'm going to be a witch for Halloween. So there's our little Effie witch. And Effie and Ember keep talking, and all of a sudden Ember goes, oh, I got it. I know just what to do. And Effie goes, oh, tell me. What are you going to do? Nope. It's going to be a secret. I'll be back in a little bit. You just hang out right here. And I will come back. And I will be all ready. Okay. If you say so. Says Effie. And Effie's like, Well, okay, I'll wait right here. I guess I'll have some tea. By the way, I think I should have some tea. As soon as I'm done edging this, I'm going to have some tea. Because that's just a good idea. Okay, so Effie gets his witch's hat on, and he's going to be a witch for Halloween, and now he has his new bestest friend coming with him, and he couldn't be more excited. And now he is anxiously waiting to see what this fabulous idea his friend has, because how cool is this that he has a Halloween partner, and she's excited too about his favorite holiday, right? It's so fun to have a friend to share this stuff with. We gotta, I'm gonna pretend that Effie's ears are tucked into his hat. Shh, don't tell anybody I cut his ear off. Okay, so Effie's in his costume, and he's patiently waiting and waiting and waiting, and it actually isn't that long that Effie's gone, but it is long enough to have a sip of tea. So let's do that. Oh, let's do that. Let's have a sip of tea. That is a beautiful, rich tea. Oh, whole cup full. You know what I've been doing with my tea leaves when I'm done is I've been taking them out and putting them on a piece of paper and then sprinkling them all over, and they're making the coolest patterns and colors on my tea-dyed papers. I think that's what I'm going to put in the pocket pages of this journal, is the tea-dyed pages that I end up making out of the tea from Dephemerember. I think that would be kind of cool. Oh my gosh, that feels good on my throat. Let's try the lemon tart and see if this lemon tart is worthy of the name lemon. I would say, I don't know. I would say almost. At first it seemed like it was going to be a beautiful tart lemon, and then it just kind of went away, but then it kind of came back again. But boy, it goes with that tea lovely. Okay, so their first picture, as a reminder, just quick here, their first picture was Ember pushing the button on the camera, and this is what happened. This is all we got of Effie, and Ember is looking pretty goofy there with her face so close to the camera. And then they tried the opposite way with Effie pushing the button and Ember standing up straight, and that didn't work either, because then, you know, if Effie's in the picture all the way, you can't get Ember in. So Ember was gone, thinking about that and thinking about her costume, and she comes in and she flies over to Effie and sits up in the tree, actually. Okay, so how do you explain she's so little? Okay, so she flies up in the tree and she says, Effie, oh Effie. Effie gets a little nervous. But it's going to be okay, because Ember said, hey, it's me up here, look. And Effie goes, Ember? Is that you? What happened to you? She said, there's a bakery just down the road from my tree, and there's flour everywhere. I just went and took a little bit of a flour bath, and now I'm a ghost for Halloween. And I know a way for us to get a picture with both of us in it. I'm going to go sit on that purple branch back there. And she points to the purple branch over in Effie's yard. You're going to stand at the camera and push the button with your stick. That way we can both be in the picture. Well, at least mostly. Even though I'll be far away, we'll both be in the picture. So, obviously, I have to make this happen. There is Effie in her natural state. I mean, Ember. Silly me. And there is Ember in her rolled in the flour so she can be a ghost for Halloween state. Her costume will wear off as the night goes, I'm sure. But for now, she's a ghost. Now, Effie needs to get really close to the camera because he needs to be able to hit that button, right? So he's going to go right about there. And again, we're going to cut off the extras. Oh, I failed to outline my birdie. That's all right. I got a plan B. I got a plan B. Okay. Ember the ghost and Effie the witch. All right, I hope this works. Fingers crossed, people. Here we go. I am so okay with that. I am so okay with that. I am going to edge this quick. Whoops. We're still a little slippery. Yikes. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. It's all right. There we go. All right. There we go. Effie and Ember on Halloween. How awesome is that? Now, in his scrapbook, on this page right here is going to be the Halloween page. So what I want to do is I want to use the Selfie in a Bubbles. I want to use the bubble selfies as holders, I think, for the postcard. So like maybe one goes here, so it's holding down, so it's holding down this corner, right? Maybe one is here, and maybe this one is going to be up here. No? Maybe they overlap a little? Like this, possibly? And then, because I just kind of want things to stand out a little more than what they do, right? I'm going to take some of the leaves that I have, and here's what I did. I changed the settings on the colors for these leaves. If you saw my covers, they have, oh, not this one. I thought it was on both covers, but it's not. It's just this one. So on the cover of my bigger set, I have these leaves, and there's there's Ember. Anyways, I have these cool leaves, right? And they're like fantasy designs. And I like them a lot. And I wanted to continue. I like to repeat things that's just what makes it cohesive to me. So what I did was I went and tweaked the coloring. So I made a set that felt more autumny, and I made one for each season. And since we have 4 sets of 4 days, I'm doing one section in this journal for each season of the year. And each season of the year has the same shapes of leaves, just in different coloring for different seasons. We'll see what that does. Maybe nothing. Maybe it'll be cool. Who knows? But if you buy digitals, right, and they have a license, well, I mean, if you buy them for yourself in your own use, you can do whatever you want with them. If you buy them to sell them, you need to make sure not to sell the digitals, right? That would be stealing somebody else's work. If you just bought a digital and then sold the digital as a digital, can't do that. Most licenses for use will say that you can use it in your own artwork, however you choose, which is the case with most of the digitals I have. I've run into a few that have, I don't know if they're legally binding rules, but I follow the rules of I follow the wishes of the artist in any case. But some have really weird rules. Make sure you follow the fine print if you ever want to sell a journal or a card or whatever, and you use digitals to make that stuff. So anyway, when you have a digital, you can make it your own. You can redesign it, recolor it, and use it however you see fit. Make sure the licenses agree with me. I am not a legal professional. Believe it or not, I am not giving actual legal advice. So anyway, what I'm getting at is that you should feel free, as long as you've checked all your things to make sure, but you should feel free to make your art your own. And if you don't know how to do that, there are always ways to learn how to do that. I do it, I used to do graphic design. Very limited and for a short time, but I did teach myself how to use some good stuff. And it was like a billion years ago. I don't remember almost anything of it. But it did give me a tiny bit of a head start on using paint.net. Paint.net is a free program that you can use to create art. And I use it to, alter size, redesign, cut pieces out of a lot of the digitals that I buy. So in this case, I used paint.net to change the colors a tad bit. Oh, I don't think that one's gonna stay. I think that's too big. I kind of like this one up on the top like that, though. Let's hang on to that for a little bit. Actually, maybe it should go down here. Well, that was a quick change of my mind, wasn't it? Oh. Sometimes, I tell ya, everything comes and goes so quickly. I did everything in 2 sizes, too. So, let's see if I can even show you. I did the whole set, right? Oh, I can show you that one right there. So I did the whole set in this size, and then I shrunk it all and did it in this size. So I've got quite a variety in here. I don't like that one. I mean, not for this project. It'll probably get used elsewhere. But I don't know if it'll end up in this journal. It feels like eucalyptus to me, and I don't think Effie lives in a forest where there's eucalyptus. My Effie, anyway, lives in a very Minnesota-style forest. I don't know why that would be, other than because I live in Minnesota, and that's all I can imagine. Okay, that's not true. I can tell I'm getting so goofy because I'm not feeling well and I should just go to bed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. I am just turning into a goofball. Okay, how about this one right here? I'm going to try this one. But you're getting the idea, right? I'm going to do some layering with the autumn leaves in the background around this postcard. And then use the Selfie bubbles as tuck spots for the postcard. And then I don't know what. And then I'm probably going to finish my tea and go to bed and see you on a different day. I'm just not sure which one at this point. So what is the next day? I think it's clocks and wings. If I am correct, it is clocks and wings. Those are too much alike to do that, aren't they? What about this, though? If I pull that one out more, I can pull that one sideways like that. Kind of like that. Now I want one that I can have under there. That one's too big, isn't it? What about that one? Well, that one looks nice, but I think it's too big too. I'm going to try this one. So I'm going to edge this one a bunch. I don't know what I mean by a bunch because I'm edging it just as much as it has edges. Excuse me. I think I'm tired. Oh my gosh. How bad would it be if I hit that point where you're so tired you just start having giggle fits and I'm filming? That would not be good, but it would be kind of hilarious. See, that's not enough is going to stick out if I do that. What if I do it like that? Well, that's actually kind of fun, isn't it? A lot of the leaf is missing, but it's still good. I like it. It's actually good. Okay, so I think, oh my goodness, I might eat my words. I might use that leaf I don't like. Because, okay, well, no. Because this one's a little better, but I don't like it either. But look, I need a little bit of a divider because you can't see that Effie's head is on that circle. But if I do, maybe if I do this, I can overlap them. And you can see Effie's head, just the tiny bit of Effie's head in that one. You can, but I just don't like this leaf for this project. Oh, whoops. All right, let's see if we can find something else that would work. Like maybe, not that, maybe a small version of it would be a little less jarring. That is less jarring. I don't love it. I would rather find something different. I don't think this would work because it's too blue, which is the color I'm trying to highlight. And I think that'll just make it blend in some more. No, it doesn't make it blend in, but it doesn't make it stand out either. So that's a fail. How about this super colorful one? I wonder if this one would work. So if I'm going to create sort of a little collage cluster out of it, I could do that. And then this. Right idea, wrong leaf. It's not letting me attach these in a way that makes a good cluster. That's all I'm saying. So this leaf was a good idea. So let's stick with that color scheme, I think. Like, would this maybe work? No, that doesn't work at all. It doesn't fit at all. I'm struggling, people. This is not working. You know what I could do? I could, hold on a minute, hold the boat right there. I could pull out a ginger scrap. Ginger, what do you got? What do you got for us, Ginger? Don't drink my tea. I have a kitty trying to steal my tea. Hello, Malik. What brings you this way, honey bunch? All right, so how about we try a little piece of this, because this is going to be over here on this page in those belly bands, and repeating this on this next page is not a bad plan. It's just we'd have to do it in more than one spot. So could I tear a little bit and put it as a joiner piece like that maybe? Does that work? Kind of. Kind of. Only kind of. But what if I put it as a joiner piece down here too? And then, because, Malik, that is not how, honey bunch. Oh, excuse me, buddy. You cannot lay on my page here. Come here. There we go. Good boy. That's a good boy. All right, so I'm gonna. Sorry about that, people. Got a kitty wants to play. Can you tell he wants some attention? Oh, and he messed everything up. Oh my gosh. Where did my ginger scrap go? I don't even know where it went. Well, okay, Malik, buddy. Here, sweetheart, I'll make space for you over here, because I can't hold you and work at the same time. Sorry for the delay, peeps. My poor little kitty just needs attention all the time. All right, here we go. There it is. So I'm thinking about rearranging some stuff. What if I put that one up there and this one right here? And then did some ginger scraps here and here, or actually here, and then up here. So 3 bits staggered and all in line with the leaves. And then the Dephemerember corner up here doesn't actually need a leaf, but if it did, I mean, it could have something different going on, right? Or maybe some of the, oh, can you tell I'm having a tough time? Can you tell? I think you can. I don't like that. I'm going too many. I have too many facing at the same angle. I think I should do that. I'm just not loving this area right here. I'm kind of liking it, right? I'm not in love with it. But what I'm going to do is kind of move on because I'm doing the thing I do a lot. Overthinking everything. That's actually been a lot of my holdup today, is that my brain is just not willing to function. It's doing better as I'm going along, but it took me a really long time to even get my brain around what I was doing today. And not the weird thing, but this, I guess the sad part of it is that I have notes. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, supposed to according to me. Supposed to is the wrong words. I had a plan. A flexible plan, but a plan. And I just could not hold on to it today. Could not. Okay, let's stick that in place. And then I kind of liked these 2 leaves together, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. Ooh. And then where'd the tiny one go? Come here, tiny one. Actually, that's what I call this kitty that I just kicked off my book too. Tiny one. He thinks I'm talking to him. He's sulking over there. Oh, he laid down now. He was sulking. He was sitting over there, like with his back to me. Poor guy. Poor little guy. All right. Let's do that right there. And then I like this down here. Let's get it in place. I'm all gluey and inky. It's my favorite. All the glue and ink, it's my favorite. Okay. So, what do you think of my final design for today? And please leave a comment, but only if you're going to be nice. Just kidding. Just kidding. Honest opinions are welcome. Completely. But it was a lot funnier for me to ask for an opinion than then tell you to be nice. Although some people on the internet are awfully mean, aren't they? Such a ridiculous place, the internet. At least it can be. Can be. I was watching some goofy stuff today. Man, it's ridiculous how ridiculous people can be. Let's just tip that one up a little bit. Get some angles going there. Hope I don't regret using the postcard to push the leaves down. Watch me glue the whole page together and not have a postcard to use. That would be kind of hilarious and kind of not. Let's have this one pointing as far down as we can. Might have to cut that one off a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, I'm going to just go like that. So then I really want to feel for where this one can go. I think I need more black. I was going to put acetate circles over the bubbles. I suppose I still could. I haven't for a couple of reasons. I thought that bubbles would be cooler if there was plastic over them because they'd look a little bit more like bubbles rather than circles. I have some ideas to do that other than acetate, but it's going to be tricky, so I don't know if I will. Acetate would work, but the reason I haven't committed to it yet is because it's so shiny. I don't like it when my pages are all glary and stuff, you know? So I'm not entirely sure if I'll do that or not. What I might do is cut some circles out that are the right size, because I have another set of all this stuff, right, for the other book, and just give it a try. See how it looks, see what I think. I think I want to scooch that up. There we go. Scooch up. Okay, we want to get this one under the postcard. It's sticking out the side at an angle. Very much like that. Okay. So, I think that's kind of where we want things to be for the backdrop for this. Let me flatten out my postcard a little bit. Okay. So, I think the easiest place to start is down here, because this one is nice and easy. All we got to do is put a little glue on this side and a little glue across the bottom, and we're going to call it good. So right here, and then a little wider at the bottom, because we want the card to sit up a little higher than this circle would allow if we put the glue down too far. Okay. And then put this, let's get the card out of here so I don't glue the card down. But then I'm going to bring it back in almost right away. I'll let this tack up a little bit, right? But then I'm going to bring it back in so that I create that space. I make sure that it's got nice tuckability. There we go. Oh. Oops. I may have tucked it a little too far in. All right. In any case, it's going to go right there. And then these two, the ones causing me trouble, my trouble children. So I had them two different ways. I had them like this. Let me take another look in the camera. I actually kind of like that better than like this. And the color shows up better the other way. But this fits the page size better. Okay, let me try one more time. So it fits the page size better because I don't want to cover up too much Effie, right? But what if I pull it up a little farther? I have room. All right, there, I pull it up a little farther. There we go. It really doesn't matter. You don't know that's Effie hair unless you hear the story anyway. I mean, Effie and Ember know that that's Effie's head. But nobody else is ever going to realize what that is until they tell the story. I have glued my postcard where I don't want it glued. Okay. All right, let's pull this out because I keep gluing it in and I don't want it glued in. And when I pull it out, the tuck spot comes up where I don't want it to. All right, let's try again. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. Next. Next, I think I should glue these together. No, I don't think. I can glue them together when they're on here. There. That is a tiny little edge I get to glue them together. It's all right. It's all right. I can do it. I can do it. Not much to hang on to there. I may have to reinforce that with something. Oh, like leaves maybe? I wonder if I could do the, I've never done that clear embossing powder over stuff. Could I do the clear embossing powder over these to make them bubbles and have it be less shiny than acetate? If you're somebody who has done that, or you know, have seen it and you know if that would be better, tell me please. Because I just thought of that and I wonder if that would serve my purpose, right? Would that make my selfie bubbles bubbly without over glare? Ooh, I might have to try it. Certainly, if you know though, I would certainly welcome any words that people might have on that behalf, because that is I do have embossing stuff and I have clear embossing powder, but I haven't done a ton of it. So it is a fairly new to me kind of concept. That looks really stupid. Let's not use that one. No matter what I do here, using one big one isn't gonna cut it. If I want leaves in this part, it's gonna have to be something like little ones sticking out the sides. So maybe that, and no, maybe I'll put this one up by Effie because Effie's got that orange wig going on. Repeats the Effie colors. Maybe down here. Good grief. Why am I having such a hard time with this corner? It's driving me bonkers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to glue this in place as the tuck spot it's going to be, and I'm just going to call it good for now, because sometimes, this is my tip to anybody who has experienced problems like what I'm going through right now with this. Sometimes what makes all the difference in the world is just stepping away for a bit. And then you come back to it and you go, oh, I know. Right? So, we're going to do that. Let's let that sit for just a minute while I think about if there's anything else to do on this page tonight, which I don't think there is, because look at me, I've gone 1 hour and 5 minutes. It seems to be my magic number. The sweet spot, 1 hour and 5 minutes. Oh my. But I am going to do this. I'm going to do divider bit and some address lines, sort of ish. And let's get maybe, where are they? Oh no, I can't find them. I have right here somewhere to the side. You can see my elbow. I'm digging over here on the side. Some washi stamps. And now where could they be? I mean, this is my supplies for this project. It should be right here. But then, I mean, you did see how much my kitties help me. They do that all the time. So, yeah. Okay, well, I will find the washi stamps and we'll put that on. We'll put a washi stamp right up here. We'll do some more stuff on this back piece. There is the postcard, which was my personal assignment prompt. Selfie bubbles, which are everybody's Dephemerember prompt for today. We had lemon tart and tea, which I found delightful. A smidge more lemon in my lemon would be amazing. And we worked on this page for the journal. And I am struggling here, again, big surprise. Oh, there we go. To find this, because I want to take a look. Even though this isn't done, this uncut trading cards piece isn't done, right? I still want to take a look at how this is looking as a spread. This is super busy. I might find a way to tone some of this down a bit, and I have some ideas. If I do that, I mean, we'll take a look at how I did that. And this has quite a bit of this dark autumn red color showing, and not a ton of it over here. So I might find a way to carry this over and accent it over here. There's a similar color in the roses, right? So it's not too far off, but I can make this gel a little better. And I can tone down the busyness a little bit. We'll take a look at that next time. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you on another Dephemerember day.